This story is an original Christmas story written by me on 12/5 of 1994 for a creative writing class I had in high school. This story is written from the perspective of me as a little girl going to see Santa. It's called Santa Who. This was typed with a typewriter that had cursive type on it. Did you guys have one of those? Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, he shouted joyfully. We headed toward a gigantic wooden stage, decorated with cherry red carpet and holiday tinsel. The biggest decorated Christmas tree I had ever seen towered behind a throne-like chair. It wore brightly colored, reflective, circular bulbs and glistening silver tinsel. But who was sitting in the chair? We were just about to duck under a candy cane doorway when some funny-looking guy with pointy ears blocked the way. His curved felt green slippers jingled as he came to a stop. He wore the same green material for his pants and a miniature vest. His face was plastered with a smile so big that the corners of his mouth nearly reached his eyes. He bobbed his head in a strange manner, causing the jingle bells to ring on his bright red fuzzy hat that dangled to one side. As he reached out his monstrous hand, I shied behind a nearby leg for security. I peeked around each side, my pigtails following closely behind. The coast was clear. The weirdo with pointy shoes was holding some money. Why were people giving this guy money? Oh well. We proceeded to walk beneath the red and white striped candy cane doorway. I stumbled. My sister, dressed in her favorite green corduroys and white t-shirt, had a fishy smirk on her face. Her outstanding, sparse red hair was pulled into two pigtails on either side of her head. Not having a real chance to fall, I was unexpectedly yanked back to my feet again. Where are we going? Are we there yet? And who is that fat guy with the white beard? I was too busy staring at him when I bonked right into some lady in front of me. Hey, twerp. Watch where you're walking, she snapped. I backed behind another leg and thought about staying there. What are all these people doing here? How come everyone wants to see this old fat guy in the red suit? We waited in line for what seemed like 3 years was watching as I hid behind the trusted leg. There was no way I was going to go sit on that guy's leg. My eyes began to swell with tears of fear. What is this guy gonna do? Meanwhile, my sister ran over and hopped onto his right leg. As she rambled on about a whole bunch of toys, he patted his other leg as if to say, "Hop on." I couldn't do it. But wait. My sister hopped off after rambling about her last toy, and she received a brightly colored, curved piece of candy from one of the weirdos with pointed shoes. I slowly dragged each of my legs closer and closer, with my finger resting nicely against my lip. When I got near him, he swiped me up and plopped me down on his other knee. His rosy red cheeks matched his equally red lips as he said, "Have you been a good girl this year?" I nodded slowly, my finger still placed on the end of my lip. I sniffled a few times as he proceeded to ask me another question. What would you like Santa to bring you for Christmas this year? Santa Claus? But where were his long, razor-sharp claws? My sister said. Never mind. After thinking for a moment, I pointed to the long, curved piece of striped, colored candy. As he laughed, his rather large belly laughed along too. I bounced up and down for a few seconds and then slid off of his leg. Again, one of those weirdos held out a piece of candy as I snatched it. I then ran over to my security guard. She wore blue jeans and a warm sweatshirt. Her hair was short, brown, and curly. She grabbed my hand as I sucked on the candy with my other. My sister skipped in front of us humming a Christmas tune, while her pigtails bounded behind. I guess this Santa guy isn't so bad. As I was contently licking my red and white striped candy, I noticed something about my sister.